All right, this Jaguar's up. This is left side of the brain. All right, I'm doing a part two. Um, false information part two. I want to talk about some more things. Now, let me tell you something. There is a crossword puzzle to everything. Okay? I said in part one that that everything is not a subliminal message. And that is true in one aspect, and it's dependent upon the situation in another aspect. For instance, I may look at a sign that says something that may not be relevant to me at the moment. So at the moment, it's not a subliminal for me at the moment. But for someone else, they may see a sign on a billboard or something, and it may mean something to them at the moment. And then there's some things that you read, and it's just something that you've seen. It's just a word that you saw. You get what I'm saying? But I've even said it before myself. I did a video when I was walking through the store, and I was like looking at the different labels on different products in the store, and I was like, everything is a crossword puzzle. Everything in front of you, all of these words are just rearranged. That's true. That's true. But to get to that level of understanding, you have to be an adept to what's taking place. Okay? Because I don't believe in coincidences. And I believe that everything you see, these words and the signs and everything that you see in your life, it's a crossword puzzle, and it's a book that's written down all around you. You just got to figure it out. Okay? Everything you read, everything you see is stored inside of your subconscious mind. Whether you forget about it in your forward mind, your subconscious mind, it latches on to everything. Everything that you look at is burnt, engraved inside of your consciousness. It means something. But that doesn't mean that in isolated events, it doesn't mean that those numbers and words mean something to you or a situation at a particular moment. But overall, everything is a part of your story that's been played out inside of your mind. So when I say don't get carried away, I mean, you can't take every number that you see in a news report or something and say to yourself, this is because this Illuminati ritual and this number represents this. Because again, with those same numbers, you can be fooled and deceived. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean about the numerology and stuff, getting carried away with it. But within your own life, yes, numbers and stuff may have a meaning to it. But somebody else saying numbers and telling you a birth date of a person and giving you information that you can't validate whether it's real or not, you can't go by that. Did y'all get what I'm saying? You can't go by words that somebody is telling you, but you can go by your own spiritual decoding of words and numbers in your life. You can't go by somebody else's explanation. You can go by your spirit teaching you how to decode things. I do that all the time. I don't tell you everything that I decode within my life, but it's one thing to decode information for yourself, and it's another thing someone trying to create a database for numbers, like this number represents this and this number represents. Now that's when you get into someone being a charlatan. That's when you get into somebody trying to compartmentalize things. You get what I'm saying? Because again, every word that we see can be manipulated. We live in a world of manipulation, violence and manipulation. Everything is based upon violence and manipulation. So you can't go by everything that they tell you, because you can be manipulated. And that's not to say that some of the things that they say is not real, because some of the things that they do say, it is real. Okay? So I don't want nobody to feel like I'm throwing out everything. I'm not. I'm just saying you have to be very careful. And that's why on my channel, I created a system that can safeguard you from a lot of getting taken away and getting carried away in false information. Is left side of the brain on point? Do y'all get what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of people that's getting carried away, and I'm just, me being the leader, the forefront of this Jaguar community. I consider myself a spiritual leader, but I don't consider myself a leader in the sense of like a church preacher or something like that. I mean like me being a avant-garde of the information. I consider myself as that, but I don't put no burden on myself, because I'm not responsible for anybody's soul. And I always say that. I'm a leader as far as the information. I only know you through information. So this is no cult, and I'm not looking for no cult following. Well, it is a cult in the sense of the word, because the root of the word culture is cult. So I consider the Jaguar movement a form of a culture that we live by. We got terminology we use. We look at the world through a special set of lenses that's not famous or popular. It's only found on this channel. We got certain teachings and certain codes that we go by. So yes. So as that person, I feel it's my duty to, correct some of the things that I see going astray within our, times together, whether the live streams or just building in the comment section or whatever. So in the future, when this thing gets bigger, we will have already nipped all of that confusion in the bud. You get what I'm saying? Like preventing it from growing before it even gets started. Some of y'all might be younger, and you probably heard old people use the terminology nip it in the bud. That's what they mean. Like getting rid of something before it takes root and branches out. So we can already stomp that foolishness out. So yes, words that you look at mean things. Yes, when you're looking at a billboard, you can get a message from it. But see, those messages will be a confirmation. You'll look at something, you might be thinking about something, and then you might see a wording on a magazine cover or something, and that will be your sign. You see? So there are moments when signs and numbers have relevance. I would be a fool to say that's not the case. So I don't want you to misconstrue what I'm saying either. Y'all got to know who you're dealing with. You're dealing with left side of the brain. I think about everything that I say before I say it. So I said what I said about numerology, but I'm talking about that codified numerology. That somebody said 1 represents this and 2 represents. Nobody can say that for you. You get what I'm saying? You don't give anybody the reins of command over your number system. You might have a number system within your own life that I don't know about. You get what I'm saying? Like I heard somebody say in the comment section, or left side of the brain is a Mason because he always used the number 33. That number is special to me, it's relevant to me. So if it's relevant to Freemasons, then it may be relevant to them. That don't mean that number 33 is controlled by somebody else because they said it meant that to them. That don't mean it can't mean something different for me. You see what I'm saying? So you can't give people that much command over your fingers. And so if I do this, that's the devil sign. So if a little baby is holding a bottle, or if a little baby is playing with their fingers and they happen to throw their hands up like that, you telling me that baby is throwing up the devil sign? Who said it's the devil sign? So if somebody applies something to something, that don't mean it's the devil sign. It's the intent behind the action that makes it good or evil. You see what I'm saying? So you can't get caught up in hand gestures that people do and things like that. Actions, that's why they say actions speak louder than words. So somebody can flash signs all day, but if they don't have no actions to go along with those signs, then it's just a sign. Did they do anything to you? You get what I'm saying? Don't judge something by the cover all the time. Like I used the example in the other video. Just because somebody have red and blue on, just because it is known to be a blood and crip color, does that mean when you see somebody outside with a blue baseball cap and a blue t-shirt and some blue tennis shoes on, does that mean they crip members? Or vice versa. If you see somebody with a red baseball cap, a red t-shirt, and some red tennis shoes on, does that mean they are Bloods? No. But that's what you take it as, because all your life, that's what you have associated the color red and blue with. Gangs, because it was made so popular. God created those colors. God created the pyramid. The devil will try to take things that God made good and turn it bad. A pyramid is a natural structure in nature. So why are you giving it to the devil and saying that it represents the Illuminati? What you think a mountain is? That's a pyramid. Haven't you seen ants? They build pyramid structures. You ever seen a termite hill? That's a pyramid. So just because the Illuminati take God's creation and turn it to mean something evil, or whatever you want to say it means evil or whatever, that don't mean it's evil. Like the all-seeing eye. God created the eye. So why are you making an eye symbol be evil? It's the intent behind it. That's what I mean about a lot of y'all getting carried away. So if I do this, let me show you. So if I do this, look, so left side of the brain, I got the one eye, so I'm in the Illuminati now. Look at my watch. Look, what time is it? Look, it's upside down, but it's 9:47. So do your numerology on 947. Left side of the brain is 947. And look, I'm flashing one eye. Look, the all-seeing eye of left side of the brain. So I'm in the Illuminati now, right? Right? Well, look, I got the double vision now. Come on, man. Y'all getting carried away, man. Getting carried away with the information. And when somebody see you getting carried away, you know what they're going to do? They're going to take advantage of that. Then they'll just start doing stuff on purpose, just for laughs. I bet you it's a lot of politicians and presidents who do stuff on purpose just because they know people going to speak about it. They just want to sit back and laugh and see how many people respond to it and just talk about it. Don't give them that much credit. Now, what is evil is this money system. That you can't deny. And you can use the law of exceedings to validate that, because you don't see money being utilized in the world around us. So that means it's not a natural thing. You don't see animals using money. You don't see a tree that has a coin slot where you take a quarter and put it in the tree trunk and an apple falls from the tree. Not only that, nature doesn't teach us to have to pay for anything. When a baby is born, the mother pops her breast out. She don't charge the baby for breast milk. So from a baby, we learn that everything is free until somebody interrupts that freedom and they make us start paying for things. Now stuff like that can be validated by utilizing the law of exceedings in the world around you. Now, I'm not saying all of this to say that some of the information you have is not real information. Some of the information they have leaked out. Like the symbols on the dollar bill, it does represent the Illuminati and Freemasonry. The capstone, the all-seeing eye, but that's old information. They don't care if you know that. But what I'm saying is they got new information now. They update their information. You think this is a game, right? Life is a game. If you was playing another team, do you think they're going to keep using the same plays year after year? You don't think the Chicago Bears and the New York what's the NFL team? Gosh, come on. You don't think the Chicago Bears or what's the New York football team name? Man, how did that slip my mind? You don't think that Chicago Bears change up their plays? You don't think they'll line up their men in a certain formation to have the other team thinking that they about to run a certain play? Yes, they do. They do that. The same way, the New York Giants. You don't think when the New York Giants playing the Chicago Bears or the Philadelphia Eagles, you don't think they set up their defense and offense in a certain way that the other team is used to, and then they do some type of they run some type of play that the other team never expected them to do? Yes, they do that. You see what I'm saying? They do that because they want to get you hooked on the old information. They want to get you hooked on the old plays so they can give you something new that you didn't know about. So yes, some of the information you have is good information, but it was good information for a certain time. Things change. Just like my channel. Every time you look at my channel, don't I be updating information? So the enemy is the same way. They got a certain amount of tricks they use. The objective is the same. The objective to everything that the enemy does is to keep you in prison. Yes, they may change it up from here and there, but the objective is the same. Just like a football team may switch up their plays, but the objective is still the same. The objective is to score a touchdown. The objective is to put the basketball in a hoop and score 2 points. So yes, they switch things up, but the objective is still the same. Y'all get what I'm saying? So before you comment on the left side of the brain video, you better come right and exact, because I'm going to call you out. And y'all already know this. You can't come at the left side of the brain comment section with any old thing, because I'm going to call it out. You better, whenever you comment, you better make sure you thought about everything. And I'm going to start telling the people in the comment section to call people out. We got to rid our community of all of the BS. Start calling it out. Be respectful. It's called iron sharpening iron. Be respectful with it, but don't be afraid to call out a fellow Jaguar. Don't be afraid to give me constructive criticism. I don't care, as long as it makes sense. That's all I'm saying. As long as it makes sense, it's fine. But if it's not making sense, just miss me with that. Missy Elliott me with that. Miss me with that. So that's all I want to say. Y'all tell me what you think in the comment sections. Watch part 1 and 2. Watch the videos from beginning to end. Cut them on and fall asleep listening to it. Put some headphones on. Listen to the information. Go back to the red light editions. Listen to the information. See what you can see. If you got a question, ask me in the comment section. I'm trying to get more proactive in the comment section and trying to write, more to the people in my responses. But sometimes it can be a little bit because I still have a life. But when I get a chance to, I'll write, we'll be more interactive with the people. That's my goal too for 2020. So leave me your comments, leave your constructive criticism, and criticize each other to make each other better. This is what this is about. This is a classroom setting in our community that we have. And that's all I want to say. And hopefully I don't have to revisit this subject. Don't judge until you listen to both parts of the video. Because sometimes you get yourself caught out there. You'll say something, and then if you would have watched the video 7 minutes through instead of 2 minutes through, you would have realized that what you heard, I was making a point later on in the video. Like a lot of people did with the Kobe Bryant video. Most people didn't even look at the live stream that I did, because I can tell by the comments they were leaving. So yeah, I make sure that I dot my I's and put a slant in my Q's. You can best believe that. But anyway, I just had to touch on that. Hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comments section. And once again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the likes button. And this is Left Side of the Brain signing out. Jaguars up.